Traditionally, thinking around inclusion has been all about addressing particular pre-identified needs of particular children. And that will often be based on specific special educational needs and disabilities. Now that's really important, but actually every child has particular needs and preferences about the way they learn, the way they interact with the environment around them, and what their trajectory might be if they're fully supported. So the evolution on from that traditional way of thinking really starts us to frame our own mindsets around how do we meet not just the needs, but the preferences of all the young people we work with. One of the things we see walking around the Leo classrooms is that children are choosing and using a whole range of different tools at the point of need based on not just their needs but their preferences. And these children are benefiting from two things. One is that they're having direct access to tools like Read and Write, like OrbitNote at the point of need. Second, they're being given the environment within which they have the autonomy to choose to use those tools. It's one thing having the tools in the classroom, it's another being able to access those on demand as and when you feel you need them. And so what you see is children identifying that they have a tool that's going to help them with a particular thing, reaching out, using that tool, and then when they've finished with it, they just put it away, much like we might with a pencil or a ruler or a dictionary, any other kind of tool for learning.
We found that giving the children the access to all of the tools has enlightened us to things that we didn't know that they would need. Just as the same as if you had two people, somebody might like reading their book off a screen, other people like reading it off paper. Giving the children the access to all of the tools has meant that they've been able to make those choices, and it's improved their learning as a result.
By giving children access to a whole range of tools that can support them with all kinds of different needs and preferences, children are more able to access learning in a way that's meaningful to them. Now, we know that that makes a massive impact, not just on engagement, but on deep and meaningful critical thinking, thoughtful reflection, metacognition, all those things that we know lead to higher levels of progression and ultimately higher levels of attainment.